All happy Saturday, everyone. August 31st, we are going to start the full stack crash course. The intended of this crash course is the whoever is Marn, the developer is planning to go to the job market in 3 or 4 months, or who will be actually going to the job market. Everyone has to go through the journey. So journey is going to be delivered by Mahamudul. You will go more details pretty soon. That it will be all recorded. At the same time, you will be sitting with each of you. He and his team. I will be sitting each of you to make sure the way that you are doing the bootcamp, the same way your internship will be done under his supervision with the technical, non-technical, behavioral, everything will be done. So that's the part of the crash course is. This crash course is to full stack development means from the beginning to the end of the development is. So why it is important for everybody is, of course, for developer it is important, you already know, because without the development there is no IT. Whatever we talk, this is our ideas. I want to build an app. I want to solve my this problem or that problem. These are all human ideas of the innovation, but the innovation is nothing until the execution is started. And execution is started with the development, basically. So in IT, everything is started with the development. The reason it is important for the quality assurance and the DevOps or everybody else, because everybody works with the developer throughout the day and night and throughout the project. Okay, and developer, it doesn't mean anything else. It means the developer has to understand the requirement. There is no other shortcut. If they try to do the shortcut, they will get fired. Means that if any of the developer consistently doing their job without understanding their work, means without communicating, without clarification, without asking the questions, they cannot survive any job. So developer, if they understand wrong, they will develop wrong. But they understand in some point, they will be understanding the core, what they're developing. So we say one thing, in the beginning of the project, the product manager understands very well of the requirements because they write the requirements to work with the business day in, day out. And they work with the UI UX designer so that the requirement is fulfilling the business at the demand. And the UI UX design is reviewed by the business. So they all work together. But the moment development team engage, they actually, the front-end developer start converting the UI UX into the front-end designing. And then the back-end developer actually start looking into the design. They actually start writing the back-end logic. Basically, that's how things work. Now, once the design and the back-end development is done, the front-end design is done, there is the team works multiple ways. Some team, the front end, you guys develop your way, back end, we develop our way, because everybody has the UI, UX in front of them. In many projects, millions of projects, there is no UI, UX because the project is existing. Means application is existing, you have to continue just understand the human in the user story and then develop. You have to have a same mindset for anything and everything comes your way. Means you cannot be just I want to only develop when I see the UI. No, you have to be open and adaptable in any situation is possible because the company is not following you, you are following the companies, right? And you are not going to change any company day one. And that's not your job. Your job as a developer or engineer, you will be performing your job. So now, so you understand the requirements. Many times it's very difficult to understand the requirements. It is not you, it is even us as a seasoned professional, like the decades amount of work experience, still it is very challenging. But it's a life-saving when you see the UI. Okay, it's a life-saving when you see the UI. So now you can see something visually, you can ask the questions. People don't ask the questions who is very experienced. They already know the application very well. They actually can connect the dot easily. They're experienced people. They're senior engineer, they're architect, they're actually visionary. You don't need to show them the UI. They know what you're talking. But it takes years. So if you work in a project that is a brand new or the UI, you can say you will be in a better position. If you work in a project that there is no UI, only the user story, You really have to bring your heart and soul into action to understand the requirements. Communication, collaboration, clarification, you really have to do all of this. Because as a developer, when you do all of them, now you can start developing. Okay? As the developer understand all of this and the work, of course, work is happen through the project management. That is nothing replacing. And then works happen to follow the Scrum framework that is happening, and that's done by the product manager. So those are not replacing. I'm just giving the how the team is built as they organize as a team, then start the development work to follow the project management tools, to track all our work, to follow the Scrum framework, and then we are implementing our sprint, so on and so forth, our sync up call, show and tell, the bug fixing, testing, communication, collaboration, technical review meeting, all this part of the Scrum activities. Okay, so today we are going to actually the from the scratch e-commerce project. E-commerce is nothing but anything you do online, it's e-commerce. Anything. If you provide service, since you are selling through the online, it's e-commerce. Service-based e-commerce. If you sell product, it's e-commerce. If you set up the appointment, it is e-commerce, right? So anything you do online is a simply electronic business, right? And business doesn't mean anything else, making money. You're providing service and you make money. You're selling the product, you make money. That's what it is. So that's the reason we call e-commerce the largest on the internet, because we do everything. Internet is e-commerce. So this e-commerce, the platform is monolithic. Monolithic means one code base. Basically everything in the single code base. That's called the monolithic. It can have a 1,000 to 10,000 functionalities, no problem. We are not going to teach you what is the monolithic, what is microservice, but the only thing is monolithic is difficult to scale, and the difficult to learn other developer, difficult to modernize the application. If the one application is dead, entire application is supposed to be dead because it's a single code base. That's called the monolithic. Microservice, other hand, is like the separate. You are making the features as a separate, so that the more developer can work and the easy to debug. If the one service is down, other service is still working, and then the authorization become easier because the service becomes smaller, maintenance becomes better, and the scaling becomes easier. So everything is good. But there is hundreds of millions. All the development exists today is all monolithic. Hundreds of millions application around the world. And the latest, all the application we are developing, we actually go with the microservice approach. But today, e-commerce, the crash course continue will be monolithic application. So you'll understand. So this crash course will be the 4 to 5 hours long. And then it will be coming as a series. That's the goal.